Arctice. So we have a number 10 versus number 11 showdown here in winners semifinals. One of them is going to be guaranteed top 3, and both of them have plenty to fight for this PR season.
But Arctice himself has just been on a tear today, a giant killer taking down Revolver in winners quarters, 2-1. So congrats to him. The top seed in his path already dispatched of, now has to face to someone about his level on the PR.
Yes, and I really, okay, so I was on the PR panel. I should remember the head-to-head between these two players. I don't, and I'm not going to comment on it because I'm going to look really dumb if I'm wrong. But let's get into the match. It's Pokemon Stadium 2 here, Arctice versus IceKnight. Very combo-heavy characters on both sides of the ledger here in this matchup, so both of them are going to be going for very long strings. IceKnight particularly covers horizontal space super well and almost gets the Hydro Pump super early, which would have just barely avoided grabbing the ledge for Arctice.
Yeah, two characters, very combo-heavy characters, but very fast-falling and high short hop height characters as well. So look for them to play similarly on the ground and vary it up in the air.
Oh, and a couple of whiffed up smashes, but the problem is IceKnight actually had the hit, but then Captain Falcon popped out just at the very end of it, avoiding certain death, as it were.
Triple jabs from Arctice. How's this ledge trap gonna go?
Hello? Arctice went for like a weird feint all the way down to the ledge there, and then turned around his up B in order to face outwards and intercept IceKnight's Hydro Pump, which doesn't have a forward-facing hitbox, right?
Yeah, it was a strange arc there, and I could see scenarios where it would work, but it just looked awkward.
Yeah, I think he just played it a little too fast, because as we saw, IceKnight took his sweet time on the recovery, and then IceKnight gets a back throw KO. Pretty rare to see, but I mean, any KO works.
Yeah, at 160 at the ledge, you're pretty much, any option is a good option.
Holding the Rapid Jab at the ledge, that's the Smash 4 Falcon. Just let this move ledge trap for me, but I think Arctice was a little bit too close to the ledge in that spot. Like if he backed up, it would have covered a couple more options.
Arctice attempting to find a kill throw of his own meanwhile, but that's going to open the door for IceKnight to get a couple down tilts.
And IceKnight can play a really safe neutral around these obvious kill options here. And I mean, the back air is an obvious kill option, but it's not going to work from all the way across Pokemon Stadium 2, one of the largest base platforms in the game. So IceKnight has plenty of time to work with, but then, of course, I cursed it. You get dash attack.
Yeah, did a great job of making sure he wasn't cornered for a while, but dash attack, a move that kills off the top, just didn't have the room to space around it.
And there you see the value of just having a burst kill option in those panic scenarios, right? Not necessarily just in this matchup, but in any matchup with any character. Like, having the ability to just get a kill in the raw neutral with something like a dash attack or like a back air is just so valuable to your kit.
Yeah, other than forward air, Greninja really doesn't have a way to get a kill off of a straight hit sub 130 or so. So, needs to be on the lookout.
Meanwhile, Arctice can get reads for days on Captain Falcon that will kill at about this % at the ledge, or even like from center stage if it's like an F smash. And the up smash is one of Arctice's bread and butters. He gets more kills with that than any other Captain Falcon, but whew, just barely not making it to the ledge there. And I wonder, was that, if he had to upbeat it earlier, could he have made it, or was the Hydro Pump that disruptive?
It was well placed. There's ways around it, but the drift just didn't allow him too many options, and IceKnight did a good job of instilling a bit of fear too to make him go that low in the first place.
Good stuff for IceKnight, and he's going to continue the pressure. Laying down the hurt on the left side, dragging over to the right side. No, but the shield comes in line, and Arctice is looking to get a read in the corner, but a down tilt will help IceKnight tremendously. And
I love that off-tempo roll after the mistake from IceKnight. That's a way to rectify a mistake.
But that counter almost cost him. Arctice, if he was a little bit closer on the timing. And a second dash attack, though. There you go. Again, just these raw dash attack KOs keeping Arctice in this game.
You have to be cognizant, just be in a place where you can shield. Not necessarily are shielding, but can shield at any given time when you're above 150.
And that's just a matter of getting the landings down quicker than your opponent anticipates and being a little bit more defensive in those spots. But IceKnight does not seem too perturbed as he goes for another Hydro Pump in the corner. Applying tons of pressure here. And ooh, another up smash. Just barely off the mark, but then I feel like that counter could have been maybe hard punished. But Arctice a little slow on the trigger.
He's counting on an edge guard, something like that. That could be a punish. No, he fell out.
That's like 3 of those up smashes now. IceKnight's up smash failing 3 times in this game to get the second hit. And Arctice is going to take that to the bank. Now only 6% separate these two. Ooh, this is tense between the two of them. And last stock, last hit situation. Arctice looking to get something started, I think, with like a fair one.
Waited to have that air dodge, but just didn't have it. That should kill the up air off the top. And a nail biter for IceKnight. You mentioned those up smashes not connecting. The difference was earlier that when the up smashes didn't connect, he usually found the kill only moments after. That was a bit of a nervy moment because he needed to play another 10, 20 seconds of neutral.
Yes, and Captain Falcon can kill you from those neutral spots in the last hit super easily. I think that Arctice was really listening for, like, you know, fair one into a read, right? Just the hit of fair one and then see what the panic option is. I don't think fair one to knee would have worked at like 100% plus range. But, you know, Captain Falcon plays off of your fears better than many characters in this cast. Not all of them, I'd say, but many of them. And so if he could have gotten just that one hit and then reacted to what you were going to do or played off of a read in the advantage state, could have been a completely different game. But instead, we're going to be going to Kalos here. IceKnight did eventually, he had a pretty big lead in that game one, did eventually capitalize on it. And oh, but he gets the read off the platform and he gets a big lead again in game two.
Yeah, blink and you miss it. 12 seconds and IceKnight already has the stock taken on a stage that's usually an Arctice favorite.
Might be why he counterpicked it, Bronk. It's definitely a Captain Falcon stage. He likes to have all that room on the ground to just dash around. And then this platform is just a perfect place to just apply a knee to the face and obliterate an opponent. But IceKnight is making it look like his counterpick so far.
Nice delay, but even better weight from Arctice on the ledge. Waits out that spot dodge too and punch with a jab.
And that's exactly what we wanted to go for. Fair one and knee, but barely off the mark. I think that was a tech from IceKnight that saved him, or maybe just like he DI'd it down and then tech.
Something near that ledge. Rolls around that down tilt attempt.
And IceKnight waits out that footstool opportunity because, like, again, if you panic when you get footstooled by Captain Falcon, he will blow you up. But no sense of panic at all from IceKnight. He's playing calm and collected in the disadvantage. That's allowing him more and more opportunities in advantage. Although, again, a burst option for Arctice keeps him in the game. This time it's the Falcon kick.
Still in this, that up tilt is going to force him outward. Good job to avert the hardest possible disaster in that forward air.
And look how far Arctice had to commit in that situation. He got the up tilt spike off of the left side platform. Then he decided that the best calculated risk was to go for the fast fall knee and put him in a ledge trap scenario when he missed the mark, and it cost him dearly.
Yeah, game one is an example of how not to play with a lead. This is quite the opposite from IceKnight. He's looking so collected, up nearly a full stock.
And like that, just running away in the disadvantage, applying like a nair on the landing. Doesn't have too much landing lag to its sake, but it just gives him a hurt box there that allows him to just like create as much space on this Kalos platform as he can. And using that full hop to the advantage here. When is IceKnight going to throw out these moves? But instead he stays grounded with the up smash there. Second hit, definitely going to find his target this time. 2-0 lead to IceKnight.
Absolutely. High ceilings of Kalos narrow that window somewhat as far as killing goes, but he found it a couple times, and most importantly, it connected this time.
Yeah, that's something that can be said about a lot of moves in this game, where if you can connect them reliably, then they'll get the job done, but you got to find that spot, and so IceKnight finds it here where it was less reliable in game number one. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he's a run back here. Yes, we are running back to Kalos Pokemon League. And really, Arctice just don't get comboed off the start. Okay, he's getting comboed off the start. Bad beginning of this game. I'm just jinxing everything immediately.
I mean, I feel like it could be worse than just 25 and 40 off of another read, but having said that, Arctice has yet to land a single hit on IceKnight.
Yeah, look how scary that down tilt knockback is from Greninja when you're like one or two characters lengths away from the center of the Pokemon platform there, like the Pokeball in the center. It just drops you conveniently onto the Kalos platform, where you can go for fair, you can go for the F-Smash mix-up, you can go for like the back air chains, which we saw in game number 2. There's just so many options for Greninja and advantage at those mid-percents. But there's the Arctice we know and love. He finds the up smash, has a landing catch, and that'll give him his first stock lead of this set.
Yeah, towering hitbox, almost hit from behind there. parries that Nair 1, but isn't able to get anything off of it. And now Arctice, playing with a lead for the first time in this set, can definitely afford to play a bit differently.
Ooh, sneaking in the wall jump on the recovery. You see that there? Arctice did that just to make sure that he would sweet spot the ledge to its fullest extent. But all right, that was a really nice... Oh, I thought the Hydro Pump would just barely push Arctice away from that platform, but that's the saving grace, and he stays alive on the stock.
Yeah, I'm sure that forward tilt was meant to be a misinputted fair, but nevertheless, it's going to save Arctice and already has another throw. Has him trapped on that side platform too.
And now Arctice is going to try to show the advantage state that he can create with these Kalos platforms here and why he counterpicked here in the first place. Although he does have to get back from the ledge. Okay, good read there from IceKnight. He seals up the first stock of this game. Only 46% to his name. Not too bad, all things considered.
Playing fair though, an excellent combo starter to drag down as well and reads that tech roll. Might have had enough time on the edge of reaction.
And Nair buying a ton of space, so here's Arctice right back. Trying to cross up with the back air there, I think, and then continuing pressure with the forward air. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of Arctice's movement as he like quickly drops to and from that platform. I would have blinked. IceKnight did not.
I mean, so far Arctice has shown that he's been unable to deal with IceKnight going for a wall cling. He's just been mixing the tempo at will, and that's allowed him IceKnight to go, maybe I'll just go for it. I don't think about it, I'll do it. It'll throw him off.
Oh, what a sip confirm off the back air one! Back air one fast fall, the turnaround down tilt fair. Clean stuff from IceKnight to retake the stock lead in game number 3. Try to seal up this 3-0, move on to winners finals.
Down tilt out of disadvantage, gets him back off stage, and that isn't a regrab, so just has to play safe around that.
Tempo slowing down a bit here, although as soon as I say that, Arctice finds the cross-off he was looking for, turns it into a back air confirm, and that will kill Raw from the center of the stage, even on Kalos.
For back air, another grab found. This time the air dodge right in from Arctice.
The Nair buying so much space for IceKnight. Second time as well. It's just a quick disjointed hitbox, and that is tricky for Arctice to deal with.
Of course, those side platforms of Kalos provide a bit of an umbrella, so even if you are vulnerable there, the spike will save you. That's not going to save you at all. Arctice claims game 3 and has a lifeline.
Arctice hit him with the snake up tilt. That was so far ahead of Captain Falcon when it connected. But that's why Arctice loves that move.
Yeah, I mean, at the cost of what is normally a vital out-of-shield option in up smash for a lot of characters, you have two, like, skyscrapers as a hitbox right in front of you. And if you're willing to deal with, like, frame 23's worth of startup, you have a safe kill option that will murder anyone.
And it gets the anti-air job done there. Again, we talk about how Greninja loves to be in the air, and him, he loves to use those landing Nair hitboxes. The Nair hitbox, right, it's like a perfect circle around Greninja. And if you fast fall, like, it's not active too long. So, like, but it is really disjointed when it's active. But if it's, like, if you miss the active frame, and then you challenge it perfectly, as Arctice did, you see what happens, and it's going to turn the game around. And even IceKnight, so IceKnight showing, again, that this is not necessarily a bad stage for Greninja, as he runs it right back here, game number 4.
Third consecutive match on Kalos here. It looks like it's a very agreeable pick. Spot dodge, nothing doing. IceKnight just decommitted and recommitted.
Slowing the game down, poking and prodding with some of these aerials, but sometimes a poke's all you need. That Nair this time on the fastball. We talk about how it's it's not really an active hitbox until you fastball it perfectly, and then it confirms right into the upside.
IceKnight not biting on those Nair ones either, knows that those are safe on shield, will look to find an opening elsewhere.
Good spacing from IceKnight, dashing away, using the whole length of Kalos Pokemon League to bait Arctice into using any maneuvers. Now the pace slowing down again here until a down tilt lands. And let's see where IceKnight can take this. Gets a jab on the platform.
Lovely frame trap as well. We've seen him back off from a few of these Hydro Pumps, opting to ledge trap instead.
Oh, but the parry from Arctice leads to death off the side. Taking full advantage of that advantage state. We talked about how that calculated fastball fair off the side in game number 2, I think, was like a little bit of a miscalculation. But Arctice does not seem perturbed at all. Even though he missed the opportunity that one time, he's still going to go for this nice stuff off the side.
Border interrupts, but not before 80% unanswered has that wall jump. So again, Kalos coming to Arctice's aid.
Okay, you get the Yoshi combo in the back air. And we're looking for a spike on that shadow sneak, but you don't find the spike, but you're persistent and continue the edge guard with the back air. Arctice gets another stock lead to his trouble here in game 4.
Drags out back air into that down tilt up smash. IceKnight finding these kills from all over.
You can say that about both of these players for sure. Very violent game number 4. Both of them just trading haymakers. Look at that, even just a knee for percent. And I think Arctice has the momentum now.
He absolutely does. You know, the percent lead is one thing, and he definitely has that too, but having said that, it's only been a couple of stray hits, and that drag down backer being one of them, but without being a kill percent, you can only get a couple of damage strings at a time.
Oh, but is the jump? No, the jump is not burned, but you gotta tech that, and yes, Arctice does. Staying alive. Oh, but the drag down was scary. If there was no tech there, that jab probably would have maybe reset? Not sure. Falling Ferret and me gets it done in game 4 off of just the stray hit at 90. And we got a game 5, Bronk.
Yes, we do. Arctice knocking on the door of a reverse 3-0. IceKnight looking to prevent exactly that from happening, and here's where it gets tricky. 3 games in a row on Kalos. One of them, went your way. One of them lost last hit, and that one definitely didn't. Do you go somewhere else?
I'd say yes, but I'm not in the chair. Let's see what IceKnight has to say as we go into the stage pick. Might be, okay, it's another run back. We're just gonna play it here till it drops. Game number 5. No character switches at all to be seen between these two. They are absolutely specialists in their characters here in the Chicago scene.
Yeah, loyalists through and through, and they're going to dance with the stage that brought them here.
Oh, but the fade down low. If the second hit of that back air had connected, I thought Arctice was in a ton of trouble. But maybe DIing up on the first hit of Bear saved him a little bit of space. Maybe an SDI? It didn't look like SDI to me, but it could have been.
Definitely possible. It's scary to wiggle the stick that far off stage. You never know what might happen, but Arctice wouldn't put it past him to do exactly that.
Well, wiggling the stick up would have been much safer than any other direction, right? And Arctice, again, he feels comfortable to air dodge and disadvantage there because of the trade.
Fingering knee, got him to burn the jump, so we'll slide right under with that dash attack.
And persistence from IceKnight to cover the retreat to that top platform. Sometimes it feels like that platform's a safe haven, but sometimes it's a trap of your own making. And there, IceKnight gets the first stock in game number 5 using that exact maneuver.
The grab mix up, we'll just shark underneath.
And okay, Arctice gonna fight his way out of these Greninja combos a little bit, but then it just resets into another one, and the damage is adding up quick, 68, 77% in an instant here. And that should be a harder punish than that. Down tilt the wrong way into getting back aired? That's gotta be a mistake from IceKnight.
Yeah, unfortunately, Greninja just doesn't have an out-of-shield option that fast that covers both sides.
And that might be the difference in this set. Let's see how this second stock plays out for Arctice. We've seen him make comebacks from more dire straits.
Dash attack, still doing work, but just missing a hard deficit. That hydro pump!
There it is.
He's been searching for it all set, and it finally comes to fruition. Game 5, it took long enough, but it's here.
And he did that, instead of doing it on the stage like he was trying for however many stocks, going back all the way to game 1, but oh! The great equalizer! The nipple spike sending him to the drink, and now we've got a stock of champions here in winter semis.
IceKnight, though, back from the trenches.
How did Arctice live? He should not have made it back after that early air dodge. IceKnight's got to be hurting himself after that.
I don't know how you thread the needle there between platform and not ledge, but Arctice managed to do it.
But these dash attacks getting a lot of work in here for IceKnight. He has had control of the stage for almost the entirety of the stock, even with that one slip up on the side.
Up about 100%, but there's one Falcon combo that could be waiting.
Ooh. Hello? You've got to be kidding me! One Falcon combo is all you said! And down goes IceKnight as Arctice moves on with double fast fall fair one into, I think, up air to knee?
Couple of uppers in there, the need to finish it on that platform, so a bit of an extension, not quite as much distance needed. A reverse 3-0 from Arctice as well. Emotions running high between the two of them.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.